music, R&B, hip hop, pop,
I still get you.
reggae, EDM, indie, old school,
Side. Check it.
and sports talk.
Right here.
WorldStarHitRadio.com.
Welcome to a Connecting Atlanta Radio, hosted on the one and only, the fastest growing online radio station in the United States, WorldStarHitRadio.com. And we are honored to have a special guest this evening. He goes by the name of Red.
Hi.
Even though he's wearing all black today.
Yes.
Except for his book bag.
Which is red.
Which is Red, yes. Well, welcome to the show, Red. Thank you so much for coming on today. We truly appreciate it. Since I only bring on business owners,
Yes.
and stuff that we do that are making positive differences in the community and everything, we met through our previous guest that I had on last week, which was Hotep, the founder of Hustle University. Let me see that book really quick.
Yes.
With Hotep is an author and has inspired and uplifted many business owners.
Right.
This is one of his. It's called Hustle While You Work, and that is something that Red is currently doing right now.
That's
he is
right.
out hustling in a positive way, and while he's working in the leasing community.
That's right.
So there's a few different things that you do, and so I'd like to start. So which you have your buttons company. So let me
Yes.
see some of your
Alright.
buttons.
I
He
got
has
some
his buttons, right? He does sales and marketing consulting, and he's also an author as well.
Yes.
So which one did you start first?
I would say my first thing would be sales.
Sales.
Yes.
Okay.
And
that
let me say this. Hold on, Jackie.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. I
Oh,
didn't get a
sure.
chance to say thank you. You thank me for coming. I thank you for having me here. So first of all, thank you so much. I'm honored to be here.
Yes.
All right.
Well, I'm humbled that you said yes, so thank
Yes,
you.
thank
I had to beg him. He came kicking and screaming to come onto the show. So, so you said sales and marketing started first. So was that like in your 9 to 5, or did you start doing? Yeah.
That's natural for
Okay.
me. Sales
All right.
and marketing. I realized when I was little, my mother said I had a motor mouth.
Right.
So this mouth of mine, she was like, that's going to get you in trouble or make you some money.
Yeah, making some money.
So that's what I did. I was like, look, Mom, I'm going to sell candy at school, and I'm going to sell, we're going to be the candy lady in the apartment community. I'm going to babysit kids, whatever I can do to make some money. So I would sell when I was younger, and it just stuck with me. It was something I loved to do. So sales would be the first thing that I started out doing. Sales and marketing, getting that attention out there.
Awesome. And so, which was probably your first business is something that you actually started doing for yourself in your own business, not being employed by someone else,
Yes.
where that income started coming through. So
Wow.
which out of those three, which was the first to actually start generating revenue?
It was sales and marketing again.
Sales and marketing?
Yeah, there's a background story. My cousin and his best friend, Eric Barnes, my cousin Jermaine Avery, they started a business back in the day called Pujo.com.
Okay.
Pujo was here in Atlanta. We threw freestyle contests. We gave $1,000 away to the winner, and it became something pretty big in Atlanta. Dress the Beatnik, he hosted a couple of shows for us or whatnot, but it was huge.
Dress is awesome.
Dress is awesome.
Yeah.
Love Dress, man. But yeah, so with Pujo, I was Red in Pujo. My job with Pujo was to market, to promote, to bring people to the door, to get our name on the street, to build that brand. Well, once Pujo did what we did in Atlanta, and that's where I met Hotep, by the way, doing this thing. I used to see him on the street all the time promoting his business.
Right.
But anyway, so once Pujo broke out and did their own separate things, I continued to be that marketing guy. So I created a company called Red Marketing.
Okay.
And that was my first company. And with Red Marketing, what I did was what I would do for Pujo was design the flyers, design the website. I would design the business cards, and also go out and promote flyers, passing them out, putting on cars, knocking on doors to get people interested in our brand. So I just said, I'm gonna keep that going, start a business of my own, making my own money. And that's what I did with Red Marketing. And that's how I met Hotep. And his first book, The Hustler's 10 Commandments,
Right.
he and I joined hands together, and he said, look, man, I don't know nothing about selling books, and you got a marketing company. Why don't you help me with your marketing company?
Right.
So Hotep was probably my first or my largest client. He wasn't my first client, but he was my largest client. And to this day, that relationship turned into a beautiful friendship.
Oh yeah.
To this day, so yeah.
Yeah, you guys do a lot of things together now. So
Man.
yeah, so I wouldn't know Hustle University without knowing Red.
That's what's up, man.
So you're definitely engrossed in that brand. So I'm gonna kind of skip over for a quick second. So how did Red come about?
Well,
I think I have a feeling, but I'm gonna let you explain it.
I think you got it right. I am light skinned, okay? So, everybody got nicknames, right? So my nickname, I was Shorty Red. I would rap back in the day too. I'm from the hip hop era. So I used to freestyle when I was younger, and I was Red, Shorty Red. So that name just stayed with me, and I always had 2 D's. So y'all remember that, it's 2 D's.
R-E-D-D.
The extra D is for dedication. Anyway, so the Red, that's where they came from. I guess it was associated with my light skin color, skin tone. Mm-hmm. So it just stuck with stuck with me. Everybody said Red.
Okay. So thank you for sharing that. Appreciate it. Yes. Okay, so after the sales and marketing, obviously, once you know how to sell and market stuff, then you can sell and market anything, really.
There you go.
So where did your passion for buttons come into play? Like, how did that come about?
It's so crazy. I started with this button company in 2011. And it was a dream. Let me go from the beginning. I wanted a product. Now, when I had Red Marketing, I had to wait to get a phone call from a client or go get a client to promote or market their needs or concerns. But if I didn't have a client, I wasn't making any money. So I was like, I need a product. The most money I made was really business cards. I would charge $200 for 5,000 business cards.
Okay,
and it would only cost me $75.
Right, so you make $125 on it.
There you go.
Right.
So I was, doing very well on just business cards and things. But being with Hotep, we would go out and be at different places, different conventions, and meet a self-taught graphic designer. I was like, look, I'm tired of doing business cards because somebody might say I want a blue business card. And I said, okay, what color blue? Light blue, dark blue, navy blue.
Right.
So I said I want a product. So what can I do to make some money and not have to have a customer that I had to do it for.
Right.
So the button idea came once I was at a convention. Somebody gave me a button. I said, look, I'm a graphic designer, and a button is a simple graphic. So maybe if I make a bunch of graphics on the button and maybe the happy face and put it on the website, people will buy it. Well, it turned into something that I wasn't even expecting. The buttons blew up. It was custom orders and wholesale orders that everybody wanted. So instead of me trying to build a store and sell pre-made buttons with different logos and images, that's very popular, which retail does very well. If I go somewhere and sell buttons at a table, whatever, that does very well. But I've moved from retail, from selling buttons one by one to moving them in boxes. So I move hundreds of buttons a week.
They don't sell them but one by one. Books, buttons, nothing. You sell them in boxes.
We don't move books. We don't move buttons. We move
boxes.
All right. So yeah, that's where the buttons came from. I've been in love with them ever since 2011, and it is my #1 source of income.
That's awesome. And so I'm going to say that's probably one of the biggest things that if you guys didn't hear any nuggets in that whole thing, one of the biggest nuggets that you should have gotten out of that was through supply and demand. So his customers, what he found out, and he supplied his customers exactly with what they were looking for, which was custom made buttons that were wholesale. Because you can obviously get however many buttons you want to get. You pay retail price for it in a retail store because they got overhead, they have everything else they got to pay for. But when it comes to what the customers truly wanted and where he was able to sell them in boxes, retail stores, they buy them in boxes, but they sell them one by one.
That's right. That's right.
And so he has them made in bulk and he sells them in bulk.
That's right.
I just wanted to throw that out there.
I appreciate that, Jackie. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So you have your buttons. Okay, that's awesome.
Yes.
All right. So now, through your sales and marketing, and through your buttons, and which you sell your buttons, you utilize your sales and marketing for that. And so if he's able to have his buttons be his #1 source of income, then he knows something about sales and marketing. So So this coming Saturday, February 27th from 5:30 to 7, you guys you're hosting and leading a workshop.
Yes.
And it's complimentary. It's 10 steps to increase your sales and profits. So share a little bit about what people can expect to get from that.
Yes.
And, where they can get more information and purchase tickets and everything. So.
Well, let's talk about that. 10 steps to increase your sales and profits. Well, my background is in sales. Like we talked about that naturally. So what I've learned was how to naturally react, how to naturally relate to your customers and find those customers. What ways can you do that don't cost a lot of money? What's something that's right there under your fingertips that you can do immediately that can bring money and profits back into your pockets? Well, that's what we're going to talk about there.
Awesome.
All
Okay.
right? One of the steps is, now we're going to go over these 10 steps. One of the steps is your network is your net worth.
Right.
All right. Now, if you understand that your network is your net worth and how that relates to sales and profits, if you got to go out and build some good clientele, good friends, good relationships. I'm here with Jackie right now because she's in my network. And here I am right here on World Star Hit Radio.
On our network.
That was your network. You see? So
I'm in his network and he's on my network.
Right.
And I'm in his network.
You see that? Now I'm promoting while I'm here. Of course, I'm talking about what I do, what I make.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there, someone's listening. I know it's a lot of people listening right now. If you want buttons, the olive red. Check red out. And what did that do? That just increased my sales, which will increase my profits by building a relationship with Jackie. By her being in my network. I have someone in my network that can make some moves. So guess what? I'm in her network, she's in my network, and now we're on a network. All right? So that's just a little bit of what you get. That's the first one. Your network is your net worth.
I'm bringing up Periscope really quick. Don't mind me.
Oh yeah, I love Periscope. Y'all have Periscope.
I think you'll always be Periscoping. If y'all trying to find out in the Periscope, my Periscope is ATL Connector.
Mine is Red Speaks, and that's
Red.
Yes.
EDD.
There you go.
Speaks plural. SPEAKS.
You got it, Jackie.
Red Speaks. Okay.
Red Speaks. Y'all go check that out. Also, Red Speaks on Twitter as well. And if you ever want to look up the button business, of course, that's Red's Buttons. Check that out. But we do have a one-stop shop. Go to serviceequalsales.com. That's service equals sales. Look at Jackie. She's amazing. Hey, y'all. How you doing, world? But go to serviceequalsales.com, and that's my one-stop shop. You can see a little bit more about who I am, Nicholas Red Scott, there.
Serviceequalsales.com, right?
That's right. Serviceequalsales.com.
So, these are terrible. Well, anyways, we have a couple of viewers. Well, one, I'm gonna stop lying. Anyway, he just left us. We're too boring. Anyhow. But anyway, so on Periscope, I'm still trying to figure this whole Periscope thing out and trying to be on the radio show and have this at the same time. But something I did learn about Periscope is that you can actually embed Periscope into your website. And so when you're airing live on your phone or whatever, you can have that embedded so it's a live feed into your website as well. You already knew that?
Oh yeah, you got a hashtag catch. So it's hashtag.
No, that's catch. That's something
catch
different.
Is different. So
that's recorded, but Periscope directly, you can do it. You just have to embed it live.
So it'll show live in
live while you're doing it.
God.
So when we start doing our live, on set radio shows and stuff like that, when Connecting Atlanta does, I'm gonna have the embedded HTML, whatever, coding and stuff like that in the website. And so that way you can feed it live, so people just go to connectingatlanta.net or whatever your website is. They'll be able to see your Periscope feed live as well, and then obviously Catch will record it for you. So you have that as well, right?
That's amazing.
But that's pretty cool. And we're right here live on the World Star Hit Radio station, but anyways, so let's just.
Oh, I like that one.
You like that one? Yeah. Hey.
That's what's up.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get off Periscope. So, anyways, all right. Okay, so we have the buttons.
Yes,
So we have the event that's coming up on the 27th.
Y'all make sure y'all come out. Go to hustleuniversity.org for more information. hustleuniversity.org. And don't forget, if you write down Service Equals Sales, we're going to put some information on the event page there, as well about the 27th event. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, on your and that's your website.
Yeah, that'd
Service
be my
equals
website.
EQUALS
That's
equals the way that it's supposed to be spelled.
Service equals with an S, sales.
Sales.com.
That's
okay.
right.
Okay. So so we're gonna have that event. So now who's all gonna be there?
Well, my whole Hustle University team is going to be there.
Hotep's gonna be there.
Hotep's gonna be there.
What about Marquell? Is he gonna be
Marquell's
there?
going to be there.
Chosy, he was at the last meeting.
Yes,
Glad
yes.
you guys had a chance to meet
The
Chosy.
graphic designer, right?
He is my graphic designer.
I love his
He
work.
does all my stuff. Shout out to Chosy Designs.
Chosy.
ChosyDesigns.com. So if you want to get any stuff for graphics or whatever,
That's right.
he is the bomb diggity. He did this.
I love it.
And he did that right there. So he's my new flyer guy. So I feel bad because my other flyer lady asked me if her stuff was over the edge, and I was like, well, him and I worked out a deal.
Yeah.
So he's doing my stuff now. So
And that's in the network.
Yep,
That's in
yep.
somebody else.
So, but he gets to be on my flyers all the time.
Awesome.
So, which is awesome. So, yeah. So I'm glad that you had a chance to meet him. He's a great guy.
Yes.
And I'm not the only one that's bringing diversity to the team now.
Come on.
So thank you, Chosy, for bringing some diversity to the team. I appreciate it.
Well, we got short too now, so
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah.
5'3" for everyone's listening. I'm
Yeah.
so tall.
So, okay, and so the other thing, so now we had mentioned earlier in the show that he still is working he's hustling while he's working, so he's also working his 9 to 5 during the day. But out of that, because he's a true entrepreneur, he's even created some successes out of his job for stuff outside of his job. So where he became an author, correct?
That's correct.
So he has the Ultimate Apartment Leasing Guide, 12 Habits of Great Apartment Leasing Consultants. Okay? Create new leasing habits, increases your leases, strengthens your apartment knowledge. So even though sales and marketing and buttons and all that stuff is really your passion,
Right.
what made you decide to write a book on leasing that's really more about your job?
Well, once again, sales is what I like to do. Sales is my
Okay.
thing. Marketing is what I do.
Okay.
I believe in hustling while I work.
Okay.
I have a 9 to 5. That's what I look at as my consistent income.
Right.
I'm not at the point to where I can quit my day job, and you should know where you are. I do make a lot of money on my own, on the side with my own business, but once I'm making at least 3 times my day job money, then I know I can leave my day job. But anyway, in the meantime, I figured, well, let's take what I know as being one of the top leasing consultants in Atlanta. I've been leasing apartments for over 15 years now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I love leasing apartments, and sales is what that is as well. So with Hustle University, we encourage folks to make money off your passion, your dreams, things that you like to do. I love what I do. I love to help people find homes and serve them and getting them what they want. So I took a book, notes that I had from leasing over the last 15 years, and how did I lease and how did I get those apartments sold quickly? How did I become one of the top leasing consultants in my field? So I wrote a book. Hustle University, we encourage everyone to write a book. So I put a book together for anyone interested in learning how to lease apartments, or if you're in the leasing industry now, it's a book that's going to help you create more leases, which is going to bring more money to your pocket, because we know that with leasing you get commission. So I put a nice book together, and it's really a sales book. I mean, that's really all it is. It's a sales book, and you can really use this book. It's a niche name on it, but it can be used anywhere. But I am in the process, and I'm gonna bring this information out now. I'm currently writing a book called Service Equals Sales. So
Nice.
that book, I'm planning on having that book done before the summer is over, and it will be on that website, Service Equals Sales, as well.
Okay. And I'm not going to give out the name of my book yet, but it was Red who was actually the one that created the name for my book that I have just about completed. So one of the questions I have when it comes to the leasing community, why do they increase the rent so much every year? Especially, I feel like if, like, my girl, she got herself a really good deal when she moved in, and then they increased it by like over $100 and something, trying to bring her up to, I guess, market value or whatever. But I feel like, isn't it more cost effective? I'm saying, yeah, maybe do your little smaller percentage increases, but isn't it less expensive to keep someone in there than it is to keep replenishing the
yeah.
apartment. So why do they do that to where they can take the chance of losing a renter?
Because the chances of them losing a renter is less than them keeping the person that they have. The cost of moving, you know, if you look at the increase of $100, right? That's $1,000. You know, we know it's
$1,200 a month.
Yeah, $1,200 for that year. Well, if you look at how much will it cost you to move,
right?
How much, you know, maybe when it costs, you know, $1,200, just depends on if you're getting your furniture moved, if you are moving in what type of community, if you have to pay another deposit, you have to pay your power to get that transferred as well. So the management companies know that the cost of moving is expensive as also, and that you don't want to just get up and move.
Right.
So they will take
your rent because everyone hates moving.
They hate moving, and then you have home sweet home, and they say, well, this apartment, you said it, is market value. You moved in under an extreme discount. So the company wants to make money, so they want to take you back up to market value as close as they can. But I don't like it when they hit you all at one time and take you up. Smaller increments are better. But yes, it is more costly to lose someone than it is to keep someone.
Yeah.
But they are in the business of making money as well.
Well, yeah, I know that is their business. But obviously I own my condo, so, well, me and the mortgage company owns it, really.
Right.
But yeah, so really it's, I don't know, I was just curious. That was one of the things that I kind of like hated. I had, where I'm living now, I ended up purchasing it from my landlord, but I lived there for 5 years, and praise God, I mean, honestly, it was really just that her and the place and everything was just a gift from God, but she didn't increase my rent one time.
Wow.
The whole 5 years that I lived there.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
That's
excellent.
And
and things that got to get fixed. If I could do it myself, I did it myself. It was no big deal. You know, so I was a great renter too. But
she saw value in you. So
yeah. So so that's awesome. But I'm glad I own the place now, and you know, but if anything breaks, it's up to me to get it fixed and so forth. So and so I guess that's one of the things in here is like knowing your comps. So there is some stuff that you could actually rebrand in here and put into a standard sales book.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, and just do something general. But knowing your community, knowing your comps, keeping a journal. So what's the importance for a leasing agent to keep a journal? Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh man, you see a lot of people during the daytime. You're going to see, if you're sitting at your desk doing the right thing and you're promoting and getting traffic in your door, you're going to see a lot of people. And it's not just about,
I like that picture.
Thank you. It's not just about the people that you see come in wanting to get an apartment, but you're also responsible for your residents that are currently there.
Right.
So you might get a resident anytime walk in there real quick and say, hey man, look, I'm in apartment 235. Can you write me up? I need my air conditioning vents cleaned out or something.
Right.
Real quick, you need to put that in the computer. You need to type that work order up. But if you keep a journal, you can write that note down. XYZ came in. So much information gets passed, you need to be able to write it down.
Just so you have it all.
So you have it all in one journal. I keep them in that book right there. I put in what I keep in my journal. And some of the things that I keep in my journal are questions that I'm asked, like how many nurseries are in the area, how many or what's the school in the area. Is it elementary, middle school, and high school? What colleges? Where's the closest hospital? Where's Walmart? So I keep those things in my notebook. So I can open that up anytime and see that's in my little notebook. So I can flip to that page and answer that question whenever I need to. So yeah, and then it also it helps you stay a little responsible because you can remember what someone told you, and you can go back.
It was just absolutely hilarious. So that is like what you could get yourself into if you don't go out and check the apartment in regards to that. So, but anyways, I only paid like $30 a night. So that's what I got. But anyhow, well. Our time is wrapping up, and I'm so glad that you came out. Tell the audience one last time your website, where they can get tickets for this February 27th event, and just any last words you'd like to share.
Okay, guys, remember it's coming up not this Saturday, but the 27th, February the 27th. 10 steps to increase sales and profit is going to be 1851 Hawthorne Avenue in College Park from 5:30 to 7. You can go to my website, serviceequalsales.com. That's serviceequalsales.com. You can also go to hustleuniversity.org for more information. hustleuniversity.org. Guys, if you need someone to help you with your sales and marketing, I'm that guy. If you need some buttons to promote your business and you need tools to promote your business, I'm that guy. And if you're looking to increase your sales and leasing, or you just need someone to say, hey, look, man, I need a textbook or something that I can read to help me increase my sales. If it's in the apartment industry, I got you. And if it's in any other industry, I got you on that too. So y'all visit serviceequalsales.com. I'm happy to be a servant to everybody listening. I'm happy to be a servant here with you, Jackie. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Red. I appreciate it.
Me. Yes, man. WorldStarHitRadio.com. Jackie.
So, right. Hold on one second, John. Yeah. Oh, okay. So anyway, so one last thing. So this coming, Tuesday, February 23rd, I'm doing with Connecting Atlanta Radio with our website, connectingatlanta.net. We're doing a workshop with Aretha Langley, and we have a lady, Diana, who's also going to be one of our special guest speakers. She is a certified Dale Carnegie coach and has been doing that for many years. But they're doing a workshop, and she's also been in the financial industry for a really long time. But get financially fit for your business. It's going to be at the Ponce de Leon Public Library from 6 to 7:45, and that is going to be this next Tuesday, February 23rd. So get your complimentary tickets. Go to connectingatlanta.net for your complimentary tickets. Thank you, everyone, for listening in tonight. We really appreciate it. And we are signing off. Connecting Atlanta Radio is signing off. And the #1 online hit radio station, worldstarhitradio.com. Thank you.
The hottest music, R&B, hip hop, pop,
I still get you.
reggae, EDM, indie, old school,
Side. Check it.
and sports talk.
Right here.
WorldstarHitRadio.com.